options to make everything faster. Let's see, it will be faster.
All right.
Gentlemen, I'm starting the timer. If you find there would used to be like a carton board so the table wouldn't bounce or any sponge. Ready?
Yes. Good morning and welcome to the live stream from Nordics 2017. This is day 2, flight 2. Yesterday we had flight 1 with the top 8 contenders ready for the top cut on Sunday. Today another 65 players are battling it out for the last 8 spots. The stream today is sponsored by Faro Cigar, one of our local gaming stores. Please drop by Faro Cigar in Copenhagen. They made this stream possible, so thank you for that. Our gamers today are 2 Swedes. They are now setting up the asteroids. It's Johan Hoferberg and Ola Jolin. Ola is, as far as I remember, he's the current national champion. He won the national on the Nordics last year. Nordics 2017 is of course the national championships for Denmark, Sweden, Norway and Finland. This is Claus Staal.
And Angelo Gonzalez, and I hear that you played Ola last time.
I think so. I actually, my memories of it is a bit blurry, but that was the time of that was the peak of the defenders. Now we are in a different meta. The lists are very interesting, no?
I am so happy to see these aces on the left.
Yeah.
Also because it's exciting to have these pumped up jump masters facing some sneaky ships. Pure Sabak. That's just awesome.
And everybody loves Vader, right?
Yeah, Vader is back.
Yeah, Darth Vader in his advanced tie. All right.
Link is the same as yesterday? Link for the stream is same as yesterday?
Yeah, I mean everything should be the same because it's the same channel. Everything is the same. All right, making sure that the link will reach you in the different channels.
And as always, use our live chat if you have questions, if you have doubts. We make a lot of mistakes, but we try to correct them. So we'd love to hear from you guys.
We make some mistakes. Let's not say we'll not jump into.
All right. So setting up asteroids, big asteroids. That I like. I like these giant rocks, not puny rocks, sort of in the corners. That's for wimps.
Yeah, the Imperial Aces don't care, but also jump masters with their awesome dial don't care so much.
No. If we just quickly go through the list, Johan Hoferberg's list is of course quick draw with VI, fire control system, cruise missiles, pattern analyzer, special ops training and lightweight frame.
As pumped up as it can be with a 39-point ship.
He's pretty pumped. Pure Sabak with adaptability and adaptive ailerons. And Darth Vader with his TIE X1 title, cruise missiles, VI, engine upgrade, and advanced targeting computer.
I can see how Pure Sabak is kind of a filler in this list. What to do with this 22 extra points, but I'm excited to see how he's gonna fly it.
And it's a list with a tremendous alpha strike capability. Of course, facing off Ola Jolin's Scum Aces list with Tel Travura, with the VI, extra munitions, proton torpedoes, Boba Fett, R4, Agromech, rig cargo chute and guidance chips, and of course good old Dengar with VI, plasma torps, K4 security droid, unhinged astromech, glitter stim, punishing one, and countermeasures.
Yeah, for the Alpha Strike, also a very a very classic strategy.
Yeah, you can see that Ola definitely wants he wants to go head on with Johan, because he's of course looking to take advantage of Dengar's double tap when he's shot at, right?
Yeah. So I have a feeling that Tel will be the primary target for the first engagement.
So Pure Sabak, he's rushing in.
He's on.
Yeah. He wants to get as many shots off as possible before.
What do you think of these square evades? At least it's very clear for the stream, but I don't know if they're very popular.
I don't think they are popular. It's maybe it's because a lot of the X-Wing players around, they have been played this game for a long time, and they got used to these round old style focus and evade tokens. I think for newer players it doesn't really matter, and it serves its purpose, right?
Right, but at least it's very clear from up here.
Okay, Ola, he didn't want the joust after all. He's trying to lure Johan through the rocks. Maybe he will rush down to the other end and then sloop. That could be a nice little trap, sort of squeezing Vader and quick draw in between the rocks, and a hard place.
All right, quick draw a little behind.
Yeah, he's he has to play catch up now, right?
And Pure Sabak will fly fast.
Yeah.
Also,
because he also, I mean, it's of course the adaptive ailerons, but Pure Sabak also has to ensure that he gets a few shots off before he starts taking damage, because then he loses his extra dice his extra die with his special ability. So it's really important that he get as much value out of Pure Sabak before he buys the ticket.
And while we start this round 2, ships are still positioning, still approaching. Maybe we can just point out that the top 8 of yesterday was had some surprises. Some players that were really happy to make it with a good MOV, like Paul Bridge.
Yeah,
who was
8th place, squeezing in, taking the last top 8 spot.
He was not sure, and he was crossing his fingers. He asked everybody to cross his fingers for him. And Tommy, with 5 victories, very good MOV, and we had him on the stream.
Yeah,
Tommy, he was very confident.
Yeah, that was and he played a tremendous game on the stream. Also 2 Poles making it to top 8. Matiev and Khrushchev. Yeah. Both on the stream.
Very strong game.
Yeah. Khrushchev in our last game on the stream with his Ray and Economy Miranda.
And on the number 4 yesterday, Casper Scharling with a really nice paint job that we'll be seeing more of those ships.
Yeah. Modified Tron Partani. Yeah. Tobias Wallin on 5th place. Patrick Engberg on 6th place, and 7th place, Jan Joel Salo, who we also saw on the stream.
So we had quite a few of them on the stream.
Yeah. It wasn't planned for.
The choices for the stream on these first matches are kind of random, not just choosing the top tables. Also because give chance to see diverse lists.
Yeah. To see all the great lists that X-Wing has to offer. So it's Tel Travura has turned around. Ready for a sort of an attack on Vader and quick draw. Dengar pushing it on the side. Let's see what. Now, of course, Johan he has the PS advantage here with 2 PS11 ships, and Dengar also, of course, at 11. But Johan. Moving after Ola has the initiative here.
So the jump master on the top is Staal.
Yeah. No. The in the on the screen it's the top jump master is Dengar.
See if we can recover the main camera. So they are targeting, and they are ready to shooting the first rolling the first dice towards Staal.
Yeah,
he's been left a bit unprotected. See if we can recover the main camera anytime soon. You can see Claus is taking a quick look. first shots. Vader already target locked, putting his free crit on the table. All right, so Tell already taking a quite strong strike.
Yeah, that was quite a beating from Johann's quick draw and Darth Vader. So already now, Tell he's bleeding. Tell he's on the other hand, one of the main advantages of Tell is of course that once he dies, then he comes back. So you cancel all damage cards and you deal 4 face down damage cards to the ship. Also getting rid of the crits. All right. Going into that was the alpha from Johann, going into the planning phase again. Let's see what Johann has up his sleeve. Now of course Ola he has some different choices. He can try and use Tell as a blocker to move him in to delay the advance of Vader and quick draw.
I was looking at this list and I was thinking we are seeing a rush for pilot skill in the meta these days, and I see 3 pilot skill 11s, pilot skill 9. There is a tendency to try and give VI veteran instincts to.
It's either you play a list where pilot skills it doesn't matter, and then you don't care, because pilot skill 7, 8 it doesn't really matter in the pilot skill race. So it's 9, 10, and 11, right? So VI on a pilot skill 9, or in this case with Tell, making him pilot skill 9 is really important. All right, you can see that Johann's Darth Vader dial, it's seen some action. He's been playing that that ship for a while.
Yeah, he's been loyal to Vader.
Yeah.
So Pure Sabak might be a blocker in this game.
And he's there to provide for those extra dice, right? He has a pretty nasty primary. If moved into to range 1 and he's undamaged, then it's 5 dice range 1.
He can still take one damage and roll the 5 dice. So.
And also with the cruise missiles of both Darth Vader and quick draw, then that can also make for some nasty damage. It's
Do you know if Vader has shot his cruise missiles?
But the cruise missiles, they're not one use. Sorry, they are one use. No, I don't think. Yes. Darth Vader, he did use his cruise missiles.
All right, and I can see 2 damage on Pure Sabak. So he's not rolling for red dice anymore.
No.
So that was
he's trying to take him out.
Ola's priority.
Yeah, but now look, Pure Sabak is moving in as a blocker. Maybe he just missed him. Ooh, that's going to be a tight fit right there.
No, that was a block.
Yeah. Wow. Johann's ploy worked.
Or not?
No. Oh, they agreed that he. Wow, that's that's a very tight fit.
From our angle, it looks like a.
Yeah, it didn't look like that Pure Sabak would fit into the slot again. But hey, Ola, he managed to just jump across the board. That could matter a great deal if Ola managed to get Tell out of range of Vader and quick draw. Quick draw, who's most likely going to bank in, and Vader, if Vader did the bank in case he counted on the block, then
all right, so we're gonna drop some debris.
Yeah.
With the cargo.
A lot of crap coming out of the ass of.
With the rig cargo should. That's gonna put stress on Pure Sabak and maybe a crit.
Yeah, maybe potentially a crit. Ouch.
And actually it's gonna.
And it's going to be right in the way of Vader and quick draw rushing in.
It's a great tool against aces. Smart move. let's see where Dengar is gonna go, because our hopes is that we're gonna have, this is round 4, so our hopes is gonna have a good shootout at round 4. So he's not in a torpedo position, but he's getting closer. With a 1 or 2 turn next round, he will be very dangerous. But it seems like Johann's aces will still be able to focus on Tel and maybe bring him down, activate his ability. Got the target lock again. Looks like range 2. And the bank that we expected from quick draw. So 2 guns, but the main guns. So quick draw finally gets to shoot. So all with the initiative, Dengar will try and shoot first. Seems to be clear of the asteroid, but we will see how many green dice he will roll. 1 hit, 1 crit, and plenty of evades, with the adaptive ailerons providing an extra green die. Well, range 3, so it doesn't really provide, but in any range. And we have Vader shooting, adding the crit. That looks like 3 crits. Alright, hit and crit. And crit. That was massive. Tel left with 1 hole left. 2 crits, which we will assess at the end of this round. And Pure Sabak doesn't have anyone to shoot. We have a quick draw for a final shot with 2 hits. And that means that Tel will activate his effect and return without the crits. It's a neat ability actually to get rid of these crits. But now it's a jump master hanging, almost done. If the Imperial Aces have a shot on him, most likely Tel is out on round 5. Tel didn't shoot. Who to shoot? And that might be the question right now. Will he shoot on Vader? That seems like range 1 with a 1 hit. So unlikely. Yeah, Vader evades. So Johann taking the best out of this round 4. Everything seems well prepared for the aces to sneak past the rock and the debris. Let's see what will happen. He's very quick putting down the dial. He knows that Pure Sabak just has to get out of there. He will probably be stressed again. So the adaptive ailerons do not activate with stress. So he will just have a normal moving phase. So the question is, Dengar on the top will turn in with 1 or will sloop and set up for his plasmas on which ace? On the one he can reach. Pilot skill 11, having the initiative, is actually not the best conditions for him, and we can expect Pure Sabak to run away and turn around eventually. So things have been going pretty fast. That's our very used Vader dial set down. We are waiting for a quick draw. Concentrated firepower of the Imperial Aces had some strong effect on the Jump Masters. Taastrup didn't get to use Boba Fett, but got to drop a debris right in the middle of the action. Let's see if it can delay a little bit the aces. Where will Tel go? Not to disturb Dengar. First of all, Pilot skill 6, Pure Sabak will just run away. As we expected. We might even... no, he gets stressed. Releases stress. And no crit. We might see a 1 turn here. Trying to get out of the way of Dengar. Yes. And we might see a barrel roll trying to block the aces, which would be a natural thing, even if it would position him in front of the rock. Aces without actions are dead aces, as we know. So if Johan saw this coming, he might have decided to disengage and fly to the right. Because most likely if his aces are trapped there without tokens, taking plasma torpedoes from Dengar, that could mean a dead ace. Here he comes, setting up just close enough for a target lock on Vader. Or he might try to reach Pure Sabak to finish him off. Is the one that has most likely a chance to reach. He might also be popping some glitter stim. Let's see how many guns are on him. No, it's Vader. Alright, let's see if Vader fell for the trap. At this point, he doesn't know yet if Vader decided to turn to the right and avoid maybe boosting away. Let's see. Ooh, he fell for the trap. We got an ace without tokens. This is the worst that can happen. This could be a turning point for Johan, who had a really good approach, but then fell for the trap. Taastrup, 1 hole left. The Bump Master at this point managed to catch Vader between the rock and the debris and allow Dengar to serve him with torpedoes. And this will be a second bump. Ooh. So the plan, most likely the plan that Ola had prepared, going according step by step. Aces without tokens, still have the target locks. Let's see how much damage will be put in. At least the advantage of Darth Vader is 3 hull, 2 shields allows him to actually take one of these really heavy shots and still survive. I think that's one of the reasons why Vader is back in the meta. It's a ship that can survive such a mistake, such a tough situation. While Pure Sabak is just, as a filler in this list, it's just a 1 shot, 2 shots wonder, and then now is running away, trying to save himself. But Vader and Quick Draw will still get to shoot, although it's not the best idea to shoot Dengar, which will shoot back, so he might decide not to shoot at all, because that could mean a dead Vader. Most likely will mean a dead Vader. So maybe Quick Draw can shoot Dengar. No, but he decides not to. So here we have Dengar rolling 3 hits. That was not the plasmas. So 2 evades, taking a shield from Vader. That was very lucky. Rolling natural evades. That's all he could hope for. Alright. Quick draw. Range 1 on Tell. Is going to take him out of the board. Well done. The Bump Master is no longer. So it's been a really, really lucky round for Ola, having Vader only losing one shield and having a quick draw bumping just behind, allowing him to shoot down Tell, and even without without tokens, he did still have a modifier, so target lock allowing him to roll enough hits. One Jump Master against 3 Imperial Aces. What a match. For those of you watching, I can see that the stream is a little bit slow now. We've been trying to have different internet options to see if the speed can go up, and I've reduced the stream quality, but still it was not enough. So we apologize, but for now it's what we can do. Let's see if internet improves later in the game. Pure Sabak, we have him staying nearby, maybe trying to attract some shots from Dengar, baiting him, and Dengar going for the block, staying right there where the aces don't have any space to maneuver. It's unlikely that we will see Vader with a K-turn, but we might see simply the 2 Imperial Aces bumping. That might be just one of the best options. Pure Sabak has taken an evade, so most likely will survive this round with a little bit of luck. So Dengar is preparing himself for focusing on with the target lock. He will try and focus on quick draw. So his plan is that Vader will bump him, and then quick draw will bump on Vader, so he will have a range 1 4 red dice on quick draw without tokens. Let's see if he predicted well how Johan would fly his ships. He decides to move quick draw first, now knowing that he is the primary target, so he will bump Dengar first. 2 pilot skill 11s. He gets to choose which one to activate first. That's the advantage. So most likely, if Vader tries to turn in the same direction, he will probably bump. Yeah, so both of them bumping the Jump Master, leaving Pure Sabak to take some shots, but with no target lock on him, it's likely that he will survive with his 2 hull left. He rolls 3 hits. That was a lucky roll. Dengar putting pressure, spending the evade, and that is the end for Pure Sabak. So he needed to roll something. 2 aces against 1 ace. Although I have some hard time calling a large base ship an ace, but that's what Dengar is. And they are bumping each other. It's cluttered with asteroids and debris at this moment. And the Jump Master has an easier time turning around with an amazing dial. There is a stress left there. I am not sure why quick draw would have the stress. But let's see. He tried to sloop, most likely. Alright. So, that's the only explanation. Now we have Dengar out pilot skilled, which could be the main problem here, and two Imperial aces who don't want to shoot face to face with Dengar. Actually, no one wants to shoot face to face with Dengar, especially aces. All right, where is he going? Is he staying there? No, he's flying fast. Ships have been marked. The sloop, here we go, turning around. Fitting just next to the debris. Yeah, no stress taken. He can target lock one of the ships. I believe we still have some plasma to be used. Or he'll remain with his target lock and just focus. So his priority will still be most likely a quick draw. That is trying to fly away. That looks like range 2 still. What to do? He will take a focus. Yeah. The problem with this situation is that the jump master has two guns on one ship, which is not the best scenario. So Vader is just flying away, taking a target lock, and spending his second action, maybe evading, maybe focusing. Most likely an evade. No, boosting. Getting into range 3 doesn't look like behind the rock. That put him on a kind of fragile situation. Plasmas on quick draw. Here we go. Quick draw will still get to shoot. Alright, that's spending the focus 4 hits. Quick draw with lightweight frame, getting 2 evades, taking 2. 3 shields. So shooting, quick draw will shoot from the rear. And this will allow Dengar to shoot again. Here we go. The Revenge of Dengar, only 1 hit, which is easily evaded by quick draw. Alright, and quick draw also, because of the shields, got to shoot for free. So we just watched 2 ships shooting 4 times. That's how the game goes. And nothing from Vader, is just repositioning far away at range 3. And as far as I can see, Dengar has taken 1 hit. He only has 3 shields left. An update here. And quick draw with 3 hull left. Lost all of his 3 shields, so his ability cannot activate anymore. He's a little bit less of a scary ace. Johan has taken 41 points from Ola. this could turn into a cat and mouse game, trying to save those points and win on points. But it is not easy to run away from Dengar, who shoots 360. It might be one of those games that they have to turn around and try to bring down Dengar at any cost. Most likely we're gonna watch a chase right now. We are past half time, and we have 3 ships left. A very injured quick draw with 3 hull left, and still pretty strong Vader, and barely touched Dengar, which is on pursuit. Alright, as you might have noticed, Claus is not been in the room. He's been helping out with the Destiny tournament running upstairs. We will have some guest commentators for the second round, so I'm curious who will drop by. Alright, Dengar on the pursuit. Will he get in the middle? He will. Not too fast, avoiding the asteroid. Nice flying. Will he reacquire a target lock, or not knowing exactly where quick draw will turn? Most likely to the left. If the aces separate, of course they can't focus fire, but they are fast, and they can regroup. They can turn around and go back to the mill, where the jump master most likely will still be. Alright, Dengar is predicting a left turn from quick draw, and that's why he has barrel rolled. That's his gamble, putting the pressure, but no tokens. So a 3 turn to the left. He gets behind the rock. He gets still the 3 evade dice. Doesn't change. Vader most likely turning right. No. Is this an unseen 4K by Vader? Alright. I think it's first time I see a Vader using the turnaround, wasting one of his actions, getting stressed. If Ola had predicted this, that might have been a good chance to catch him. Alright, range. It looks like range 2. Dengar shoots with only 1 hit. That's probably not going to be enough. 1 evade. And no more shots this round. Back to dials. Of course, if you don't target lock, if you don't take a focus, you are not going to have consistent, you're not be rolling consistent dice. But position is, of course, important. But right now, how to chase quick draw. So it seems to me that either he uses quick draw as a bait and tries to keep him at a safe distance and focus and hope for the best, and Vader comes from behind and doesn't get the double tap. Otherwise, quick draw can also shoot if Dengar loses interest and goes to the right face to face with Vader, who will probably not shoot face to face. But then Vader can turtle up. Remember that Ola has initiative, so he will move first and gives more options for Johan to decide how he will approach. So we might actually see only a one forward from quick draw to stay nearby and shoot from the rear. And Vader coming fast, shedding the stress and setting up for focus evade. So Ola might realize now that he got himself kind of in a trap, chasing an injured ship. That might be why he's taking a little longer deciding. This is a big decision. This could cost a few hit points on Dengar, putting him open for crits. Let's see. He's gonna bank and get in the face of Darth Vader. Not preventing him directly, but no one is encouraged to shoot Dengar face to face, range 1, knowing that they will be facing not 4 but 8 red dice. Yeah. That looks like a 1 forward from quick draw, expecting a switch of targets. Not necessarily a switch of targets, he can still shoot quick draw, but let's see what Vader will do. Vader taking it easy, but that looks like range 1. So maybe it's time to turtle up. There's not much else to do. Barrel rolling and boosting away is not an option. He will get shot anyway. He will try. Okay. Barrel roll and looks like an evade. Thinking of the next turn. That pops glitter steam and countermeasures. Dengar is on the line of sight of 2 aces, so he decides to go all in, improving his attack and defense. So that's why he was not so worried. Glitter steam gives him all the focus into hits. That's 3. Not sure who he's shooting. 3 of 8s. Ooh, that's lucky. Alright. Quick draw, shooting from the rear. He focus 2 and 1 shield. Countermeasures was not enough. Glitter steam was not enough. Blinking away. And Vader most likely decides not to shoot. Will he shoot? I would say it's unwise, considering that Dengar has popped glitter steam and is extra defensive this turn. Right, he might still be deciding. But he used his tricks. Now we have a jump master without any secrets up his sleeve. Let's see if he can survive this hunt down. If he can get behind Vader and put pressure. The advantage of having initiative and allowing for the bump, it's only as good as when you have two ships, so you can set up traps. But having only one ship in this case, it's not so good. So Vader decides not to shoot. Wise choice. Let's see how long does it take for Quick Draw to turn around and get back into the fight. Alright. He's probably standing up a bump. He didn't shed the stress from Glittersteam. He could only go left or straight. And there's a rock there. And he doesn't want to get shot from behind, from Vader. So hoping for the bump. But Vader is flying fast with a 3-turn. Does that mean he passed him? Alright, so this benefits Dengar. So close. So Vader has to turtle up here. He's gonna be facing 4 red dice from Dengar at range 1. The only thing that Vader is missing to be the ultimate ace is auto thrusters, which of course he can't take, but in such a situation would be amazing. Alright, focus evade, ready for the shot. He's not going down easy. Do we have a sloop here? Yes, we do. Trying to get into the fight and maybe regrouping with Vader in the middle or in the top left corner, which seems to be this last option. So all I had planned, and it seems to be working. Let's see if he can put some hits. I see 2 hits. I have no idea why he's rerolling. There was no target lock. Or there was. That's 3 hits and 3 natural evades. Vader untouched, unbeatable, bulletproof Vader right now. And back to dials. As you can see, the room is very busy. It's full. And Claus is making an appearance, checking how the players are doing. Quite an intense game. All right, predictions. How can Ola with his last jump master turn things around? He needed to put something on Vader. So he's been a little unlucky. He's probably going to sloop and try to, of course, get his primary arc back on the aces. Or not. Or he's start turning because he knows they're going to try to regroup on the top left corner. When Quick Draw barrel rolled gave that indication. Will he target lock now? Will he focus? It is unlikely that Vader will get an arc. He'll just focus. But Vader will try. But the risk is a boost will leave him at range 1 inside of the primary firing arc of Dengar, and that's exactly where you don't want to be. So maybe he will just turtle up and wait for support. The debris position just in a perfect place for him not to barrel roll and get a better positioning. If Vader is behind the jump master, then things get really complicated. He will barrel roll back. And take an evade. If you're wondering if there has been a lot of Imperial lists today, from a quick look around yesterday's games, I could see a lot of different kinds of TIE fighters and aggressors. This is the first time I see a ship like a TIE striker making an appearance. I would say one of the most popular would be Quick Draw and Vader. But mostly Rebels and Scum lists are on the top. So Dengar going for the shot. And that is with the focus 2 hits. And Vader tries to evade, takes 1 evade. And loses 1 shield. Knowing that there's 3 hit points left on Quick Draw or on Vader, that means they can be one-shotted. They can be killed in 1 shot. And Dengar still has 7 hit points. 5 hull, 2 shields. It is things are turning for Ola. Even though he's losing on points. He's been plinking away successfully, and the aces have not been able to get a hold of arc, positioning themselves in a way that they're not facing front Dengar, so in a way that they can shoot safely. But it seems like the next round will allow for that. Dengar might be trying to bump Vader. That would be a good way to prevent focus fire. And to put a little more damage on Quick Draw. He just needs to take one of the aces down. And Quick Draw has the least defensive capabilities. No evades, only focuses. Alright, let's see. He'll probably bank or do a turn and get in a position where Vader will not be allowed to shoot him. There's no space. A 1 bank will leave him blocked. Any turn will leave him blocked. He tries to target lock with his green movement. And it seems like it just touches the corner of the base. So he gets his target lock. Yeah. So K4 security droid activating and then focusing. Maybe Johan hoped that the bank would still allow him to shoot range 1, but he just gets bumped. Alright, so it's up to Quick Draw to do something. He might be out of arc of Dengar, which is good news. And a barrel roll will not help. So a little eyeballing to be sure, but that seems to be a fair fight. So Dengar shoots first, initiative. Looks like range 2. Seems like the rock is not on the way, but it doesn't really matter. Spend the target lock. He will. And 2 hits for 3 green dice with spending focus for 2 evades untouched. But of course now it doesn't have the focus on the attack, so it was worth it, putting the pressure. He will still try and roll his... he has a target lock, so he will actually use the missiles. Alright. 3 hits. Looks like 1 crit actually. 2 natural evades. No, he has to spend the focus. He loses another shield. Dengar, little by little, he gets streamed, 1 shield left, still a lot of hit points. Each player with 6 hit points to lose his ships. But Ola been successfully at disabling always one of the ace's attacks, either by scaring him away or by blocking. So he's playing a smart game. The problem with Imperial Aces is that they are either too fast or they lack some maneuverability. Darth Vader cannot 1 turn, even though he can 1 bank. What to do now with Dengar in that position? He could try and bank down, but he probably won't manage to have anybody in his arc. He might just have to accept that he needs to set up for next turn and shoot from the back. He can still do a green maneuver and get a free target lock on somebody else. Both ships are nice targets, but most likely Quick Draw is his preferred target. Because Vader, once target locked, he will most likely turtle up. So Quick Draw just needs to maybe go straight or bank to the right, because he can shoot from the rear, and reposition with Darth Vader, and on the upper right corner turn around. Let's see if actually Dengar stays there, bumping Vader with the 1 green, if that bumps him, and surprises Johan. That would be an interesting move. He will still get a target lock. He won't get focus, but he will maybe get a range 1, or at least not be in the rear arc, be in the blind spot of Quick Draw, and might still bump Vader again. That would be an interesting choice. Because even if Vader decides to fly fast, he will still not have a shot, so he could have a range 1 on Vader. The question is, a 1 forward, will that bump Vader and leave him there? Vader would have to be slightly angled to make sure that that is the situation. It's quite an exciting game. Some of the coolest chips in the game being displayed right here at X-Wing Mates. First time streaming a major event, X-Wing Nordics, with the support of Fao Cigar, one of my favorite stores. The mecca of games in Copenhagen. If you like board games of all sorts, not just miniature games, you might take a look around of many of their stores and ask for advice. Alright, so Dengar does not try and surprise by staying there. He just flies through. Probably just getting his token, just setting up for next round with a sloop. Getting a free target lock and a focus. Will he turn? No, he will bank. As predicted, he will shoot from the rear and regroup. No, it was a sloop. Alright. But pattern analyzer allows him to take the focus. I always forget that that little trick means that the sloops are not so so painful. Vader boosts, tries to turn around. He gets behind the rock and most likely takes an evade. Alright, that's what we call regrouping. Dengar has his eyes on quick draw and has his tokens on quick draw. So we expect 3 hits. Spending or not spending focus, spending the target lock. He will spend the focus to ensure 3 hits, see if he puts something. That is 1 evade, he will take 2. That could have killed him actually. And a crit, alright. Major explosion. Nothing. Quick draw left with 1. Shooting 3 lucky hits. It seems like the jump master loses a shield and takes the damage from this. Also biting back. Dengar left with 4. Once again, there's a certain balance here. Quick draw with 1 hit point, Darth Vader with 3 hit points, 4 in total, and Dengar with 4 hit points. This game. Alright, back to dials, a lot of thinking. Will quick draw try to lay back as Vader tries to finish, because quick draw doesn't have the best chance of surviving now, and he's gonna be offering 39 points to Ola. He might try and run away, but Vader can also be one shot. So what will the aces decide? Alright, let's see if we get a sloop here. No. He's just moving around, trying to keep his range 3 on one of the aces. Will he get a focus, or will he barrel away? We might see a 3 bank from Vader if it doesn't leave him too close to the rock, to try and put pressure, because now without the primary arc aiming at him, it's party time. Alright, I didn't see which token was laid for Dengar. Probably focus. So there's the rock in between that gives 1 extra defense for Dengar. Will Vader boost? He takes the target lock, getting adding a crit to his results, and he will barrel roll. But that looks like a range. It's range 2. Yeah, quick draw, injured, taking it easy, shedding the stress, taking a focus. That's going to be range 3, maybe with a rock. Just out. Alright. So he is forced to shoot Vader. through an asteroid. 3 red, no rerolls, pure luck, and that is blanksies. And Vader adds the crit with his blanksies, and that is evaded. A lot has happened, but no damage has been laid down. The time is almost up. I'm pretty sure we are in the last 10 minutes. So if Ola wants to make a move, he will have to charge in with a turn. Most of the other players in the back already finished their games. There's still a few. Alright, let's see where Dengar is going. Yeah. Turning his guns. He knows that Vader will probably bank 1 or 2. And knowing how arc dodgers are, he will probably try and arc dodge the primary arc and then focus. Let's see. Will Dengar barrel roll back and make his arc a little wider? Barrel roll up. Get behind the rock. If he barrel rolls forward, he might catch Vader and block him, leaving him with a one-shot wonder on quick draw. That might be... No, he takes the focus. Alright, the one bank very, very close to the rock. Swoops by. But the one bank will allow him to fit the barrel roll. That is really important. No. Alright, so this is big. Because if Vader can't barrel roll, he will just turtle up and most likely not shoot at range 1. Unless quick draw would go for the kill, which he doesn't. He want to stay behind the rock and focus. Or will he? Yeah. Very well. Ola might put still pressure on quick draw, or he might be tempted to roll 4 red dice on Vader, but he will go for quick draw. It's his best chance right now. He rolls 2 hits and a crit. It looks like a blank, so this is it for quick draw. Evade, crit, no, crit. So he gets to shoot back, and I think we will see maybe Vader go all in, try to take down the Jump Master. That would be the most exciting ending. So pilot skills 11, all get to shoot. I suppose this is quick draw. Spending his focus for a 3. And Dengar rolling blanks and a focus. He knows he will get a second shot on Vader with that focus, and that would be very useful. He takes the 3. Wow. Dengar with 1. Can Vader resist shooting? Come on, just shoot him. Range 1, that will be 3 red dice adding a crit. He goes for it. He adds the crit. That's 3. 3 for 3 defense. This could be the end of... they might actually tie. Because they're all pilot skill 11. Alright, so that brings down Dengar, but he gets to shoot his revenge shot. He needs 3 successful hits on Vader. Nothing. Alright, that was a nice try. And victory for Imperial Aces with a crazy ending of the game. Shooting face to face. Everyone shooting at the same time. This could have ended up in all ships destroyed. But Vader, bulletproof Vader, MVP, making sure that everybody knows he's back and winning the game for Johan Hofferberg. So a Swedish match for round 1. I will see you back on round 2 in 10 to 15 minutes and with the guest commentator, which I'm still gonna find out who. But I'm excited. This game has been really cool. I hope you guys are enjoying, even if the stream is a bit slow. It's the internet we can get today. Thank you for your comments, and see you soon.